Hello and welcome to Social Wednesday with Evolutz. This is our 7th episode and today's guest is Chuck Andrews. Chuck has close to 40 years in security and law enforcement and is considered to be the most connected person in the industry. From security guard to CSO to patrolman to chief of police, from cyber to forensics and fraud expert to blockchain and much more. So thanks again, Chuck, for being here.
I wouldn't miss it for the world. I always look forward to your Wednesday show.
Social Wednesday is a series where guests play a game of 12 questions and have less than 10 seconds to answer. Chuck has not seen the questions before, and this is not rehearsed. So are you ready?
I'm not ready, but let's go.
Okay, awesome. Question 1. If there's one thing you can solve in the world, what would it be?
I would like to bring more kindness and love to the world. That's what I'd like to do. And I did it in 5 seconds.
Question 2. What is your favorite thing about your career?
The favorite thing about my career are the friends that I have made around the world. Friends from 40 years ago. They're just like yesterday. Awesome.
Okay. Question 3. What makes you laugh the most?
What makes me laugh? The dry humor and stand-up comedy makes me laugh the most. I laugh at myself too. That's fun.
Question 4. If you were a superhero, what powers would you have?
If I was a superhero, what powers would I have? As a child, I watched a show called Hercules. And you'll see me in some Kodak Instamatic 110 shots of me running around in a towel. That's about it. Showing a big power ring with the power to make a difference and move mountains. That's who I'd be. I'd be Hercules.
All right. It seems like you know the answer to every question. It's good.
There was no collusion here.
I know. Question 5. What's the most daring thing you've ever done?
Oh, the most daring thing that I have ever done. Probably when I had to force myself to start speaking in front of a crowd of 5,000 people. That's probably the most daring thing I've ever done.
Yeah, that's pretty daring. I'd be super nervous.
But you have to do it.
Exactly, gotta do it. You gotta do what you gotta do.
That's right. And you gotta be you.
That's true. Be your authentic self.
That's right.
All right, question 6. What's your favorite fast food chain?
My favorite fast food chain. Well, that's tough. If it has to be a fast food chain, it has to be Chick-fil-A. No pickles, please.
You don't like pickles?
Oh, I do. I like pickles, but I only like certain things with other certain things. So in this particular case, but I will have it pickles. Oh, by the way, spicy, mucho caliente. That's the me este pollo. Yeah, I love it. Chicken, hot chicken.
Hot chicken? Awesome.
Yeah.
7. Are you a glass is half full or half empty kind of man?
Half empty, because I always leave myself room, the gap of improvement. This keeps me motivated. Most people aim at 100%. No, Chuck Andrews aims for 151% in everything that he does. So if I go half empty, I know I can fill the rest.
Nice. I really like that theory.
Yeah.
If you had a warning label, what would yours say?
Oh my warning label would be as warning, approach with caution will tell the truth.
Ooh. So like a blunt label.
Yeah, pretty blunt. Look, I try to be diplomatic in all the things that I do and appreciate other views and circumstances. But there are moments where the truth is desperately needed. So I'll be pretty blunt about it, as the case would be. So warning.
Warning. At least it's a fair warning, right? 9. How does it feel to be #1 IFSEC security influencer?
Wow, big surprise. No clue. I guess it's a real validation of my life's work, right? When I started as a kid at 13 as a police explorer, riding around in a police car a long time ago. So it really feels good. I love, with friends of Chuck, getting to know everybody around the world and it's just, it's been, since that happened, something that as number 2 IFSEC Global, you would know, it's been a great validation of my life's work. So pretty awesome, absolutely awesome.
Congratulations again.
Thank you.
10. What is your favorite color?
What is my favorite color? My favorite color is the color red. And the reason why is it represents the fall, which is my favorite time, right? Colors and the change of colors. Perhaps the messaging behind that is fall is synonymous with change, right? Out with the old, it's a beautiful thing, in with the new. So I suspect why red that's one of my favorite colors.
You're a poet too.
And I know it.
What is the fanciest car you have ever driven?
The fanciest car I have ever driven, I own that car. And it would be a Cadillac Escalade Platinum Special Edition.
Nice.
Yep, very nice car.
And now, last but not least, what is your most memorable COVID experience?
My most memorable is when I caught COVID in December. Yes, that was quite memorable. And since we're using the letter M, miserable, as the case would be, it was not any fun. I have some taste and smell back. It was memorable. But now I'm part of the immunity herd. So there's an upside to that, right? As part of that. So
I'm glad you're feeling better.
I am feeling better. Thank you.
So thank you so much for playing. What did you think of the game and questions?
I thought the game was awesome and the questions were awesome. I like how it's structured, like you have no clue what's coming down the pipe. I've watched your previous shows and saw some of the responses of some of your guests. And boy, it's very entertaining. It brings out kind of the personal side, right? Getting to know people. So I think it was very clever on your part. Well done, Susanna.
Thank you so much, Chuck. I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Before we do end the episode, I would like you to briefly tell our viewers about Friends of Chuck and what it stands for. Okay,
Friends of Chuck, FOC, something I started several years ago, and the story kind of goes like that. A friend of mine, Frank, we were at a meeting, and friends of Frank said, "Hey man, my boss, right? He's like Friends of Frank," and this whole thing, a conversation around Friends of Chuck, and literally within 72 hours, the logo that you see today behind me is the logo that another friend of mine built that out for me. And the whole premise of it is that, look, Chuck knows you and you know Chuck. This is a very personable business, and Friends of Chuck is about colleagues and friends in the security industry and even beyond the security industry, working together, helping people find a job, looking at new innovation and technology, developing business opportunities with each other, but on a personal level of friendship. So I built an institution on the premise of, friendships first, family first. And sometimes you get business and sometimes you don't. But the good news is you get to build a new, lifelong, lasting, and most importante, la familia, right? We said an amigo, a friend, right? And there's great value in that. And that's what Friends of Chuck is basically all about. Hope you become a Friends of Chuck. If not, well, you can go find me, right? If not, you eventually will, right? Because it's just great to have lots of friends in the world. Susanna, you're a great Friends of Chuck.
Thank you. Yes, I am.
Listen, thank you for having me on the show. It was a lot of fun.
Thank you for sharing that as well, Chuck. So this concludes episode 7 of Social Wednesday with Evolutz. Stay tuned for the next episode. And in the meantime, if you have any questions that you'd like to ask our next guest, or even recommend a guest for the series, comment below. Thanks again for watching, and see you in 2 weeks. And that's it.
Bye, y'all. That was fun. Thanks for having me.
Of course.